Have you ever felt invisible, like you're giving your best, but no one seems to notice? In today's hyper-connected world, it's easy to feel like just another voice lost in the noise. You want to matter, to be seen, heard, and respected, not for show, but for who you truly are. This video is for you. Today, we're not chasing cheap validation. We're going deeper, with 10 powerful Stoic-inspired strategies to help you build real value. Not just in the eyes of others, but in your own, because true influence begins with self-respect. Let's get started. Strategy 1. Value your time. Let me ask you this. How often do you say yes just to keep the peace, even when it costs your own time and energy? Every time you give your time away without thinking, you're sending a message that your goals come second. Seneca once said, "It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Think about that. Your time is your life. Start treating it like a sacred currency. Before saying yes to another request, pause and ask, is this aligned with who I'm becoming? Protect your time, not with guilt, but with clarity, because when you respect your time, others start to as well. Strategy 2. Take care of yourself. First, you're not a machine, but how often do you treat yourself like one? Skipping meals, cutting sleep, putting everyone else first, then wondering why you feel burned out. Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's sustainable. When your body is nourished and your mind is rested, your presence becomes stronger. Try this. Carve out 10 minutes today for silence, movement, or deep breathing. You don't owe the world your exhaustion. You owe it your best. And that starts by refueling yourself first. Strategy 3. Listen more, speak less. In a world obsessed with being heard, few truly listen. But real influence doesn't come from talking. It comes from presence. When you stop rehearsing your reply and start listening with full attention, people feel it. They trust you more. They open up. Stoicism teaches mindfulness through action, and listening is one of its purest forms. Next time someone speaks, pause your urge to interrupt. Let them finish. Let them feel understood. Because sometimes the most powerful voice in the room is the one that knows when to stay silent. Strategy 4. Embrace authenticity. Ask yourself this. How much of your day is spent performing? Putting on a mask to meet expectations of your boss, your friends, even strangers online. Stoicism reminds us that peace begins when we live in alignment with who we truly are. Authenticity isn't weakness. It's strength without disguise. When you show up fully as yourself, without pretension, people feel that honesty. And more importantly, you feel whole. You don't need to fit in everywhere. You just need to fit with yourself. Strategy 5. Let others help you. You don't have to carry everything alone. In a world that glorifies independence, we forget the strength of interdependence. Marcus Aurelius believed in mutual support, not as weakness, but as wisdom. When you allow someone to help, you give them the gift of contribution. You build trust, and you remind yourself, we're not meant to walk this path solo. Sometimes strength isn't in refusing help. It's in receiving it with humility. Strategy 6. Stay calm and composed. When chaos hits, most people react. The Stoic chooses to respond. Remaining calm isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about owning them. In stressful moments, composure becomes your power. It shows maturity, strength, control. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." So the next time tension rises, pause, breathe. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, let it go. Calmness isn't weakness, it's silent authority. Strategy 7. Maintain discretion. In a world that overshares, the silent man stands out. Discretion is not secrecy, it's wisdom in action. Epictetus said, "Be silent for the most part." Why? Because not everything needs to be said. Your private life doesn't need an audience. What you withhold often says more than what you reveal. Speak with intention. Share with discernment. When you preserve your inner world, people sense your depth, and depth is magnetic in a shallow world. Strategy 8. Challenge yourself. Constantly, comfort is a slow killer. If you're not growing, you're shrinking. Marcus Aurelius didn't avoid difficulty. He welcomed it. Real value comes from doing the hard things no one else wants to do. Learn a new skill. Face a fear. Start something that scares you. Each challenge shapes your character, sharpens your mind, and strengthens your presence. People respect those who strive, not those who settle. Push your edge, then push it again. Because resilience is built, not gifted. Strategy 9. Cultivate gratitude. In a world that constantly screams more, gratitude whispers enough. True value isn't found in chasing what you lack. It's rooted in recognizing what you already have. The Stoics knew this. Epictetus taught that wealth begins with wanting less. Start each day naming 3 things you're thankful for, no matter how small. This isn't toxic positivity. It's mental training. Gratitude grounds you. It clears your perspective. And people feel that energy, calm, centered, unshaken. A grateful person doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. Their presence speaks for itself. Strategy 10. Practice purposeful silence. Not every thought needs to become a post. Not every opinion deserves to be said out loud. In an age addicted to noise, silence is power. Epictetus said, "Practice silence. Speak only if it improves the silence." Purposeful silence isn't about hiding. It's about mastering your presence. It gives your words more weight when you do speak. It trains you to observe, reflect, and respond, not react. People respect those who speak with intention. So pause, breathe. Let your silence be as meaningful as your voice. Final message. So here's the truth. Becoming someone who is truly respected, who holds real value, isn't about chasing attention. It's about showing up every day with clarity, intention, and quiet strength. Each of these 10 strategies is a piece of armor, not to shield you from the world, but to help you face it with deeper presence and purpose. You don't need to be loud to be heard. You don't need to impress to matter. You just need to live deliberately. So, which one of these strategies will you start with today? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if this video sparked something inside you, if it reminded you of your worth, give it a like, share it with someone who needs it, and hit subscribe for more timeless lessons grounded in timeless Stoic life. You're not invisible. You're just one mindset shift away from becoming unforgettable. If this video helped you, like it to support the channel. Comment below. Which strategy will you apply first? Share this with a friend who needs it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.